Hi guys, my name is Leah and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today is officially the first video that I'm going to be making for you, so I'm really excited. Thank you so much. Let's get started. These are my Halloween nails. They're both kind of mismatched, but today I'm going to be doing the one on my left hand. So I'm going to start by cutting down the length, and then I'm going to show you guys the whole removal and also go into my prep routine and what exactly I do to get my gel X nails to last 4+ weeks. Gonna grab my dust collector, and this is my favorite drill bit right now for really debulking the nail and getting off like all the designs, all the charms, everything, and just bringing down that thickness. Make sure you wear a mask for this part always. After I file the nails down, I soak for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then this is what my natural nails look like. Yes, don't judge me. I have many cracks here and there, so we're gonna fix that. So to begin my prep, the first thing I'm gonna do is push back all the cuticles. I have no idea what happened to my natural nails, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna continue like nothing happened though. And then I grab my ball bit to really push back the cuticles more and get rid of all the dead skin. My nails are also already buffed, but don't forget that part. Once the nails are prepped, I remove all the dust with some acetone. Now I use Young Nails Protein Bond, but you can also use the primer that comes with the dehydrator here. But today I'm going to use this Peel Off Base Coat by McCart because I want them to come off later. I apply a thin layer to all my nails and then cure for 60 seconds in my nail light. I love this little flashlight here, it's really useful, so I'm going to link it down in the description below. Gotta be careful not to coat this whole nail because the crack here is looking crazy and I'm so embarrassed. So the tips I'm going to be using today are long stiletto. I love this shape on me, I use it all the time and I want it to match with my other hand. Make sure the tips fit sidewall to sidewall, and once everything looks good, we're going to cure them on with the nail light. I'll link it down in the description below. This one is about 15 watts. It's really good for flash curing the nails on. Even after you have all your sizes picked out, sometimes it doesn't fit as close to the cuticle, so I like to file it just a little bit just to make sure that fit is nice and flush. Okay, once I like the look of that, now I'm going to cure each nail tip on. So the trick to this is to kind of start with like a thin layer on the inside, and then once that looks good, I like to have a little glob kind of a little bit on the end like that. It looks cute. At a 45-degree angle, I'm going to push from the cuticle down and then cure that. And make sure there's no air bubbles, okay? That will suck. I flash cured that for about 10 seconds, and this is what it's looking like, not crooked. I'm going to show you guys again. So you just paint the tip like kind of how you're painting a nail. Just regular thin layer. And then I like to have a little glob kind of towards the cuticle part. And then you measure how much you'll need based on the finger. And then just push that down just like how I showed you here on all the nails, making sure they're not crooked and are all nice and straight. It's a little hard to gauge, even for like a professional, exactly how much gel you'll need. So you see here, it looks good, right? And then when I put it on, you kind of see like some spillage happening, and that's completely fine. So before it cures all the way, kind of hurry up and like wipe it with your finger and then like continue curing, because you'd rather have spillage than an air bubble, I'll tell you that. Once everything looks good, cure for 60 seconds. Okay, once everything's cured, a little ASMR moment for you, which you can't hear. And now I'm going to shape and file the nails, bring the dust collector back out. And I like my stiletto sharp, okay? So I'm just going to breeze through this real quick. Okay, now that the nails are filed and I blended the tips in, now let's get started on art. My favorite part, by the way. And so I'm just going to blend in all like the weird acetone like stains with some nude polish. It literally like hides all of it, so I'm not even worried about any of this because it's kind of gonna get covered up anyway. So we're just gonna put a thin layer of base coat on all the nails. I think it like started because I wiped the tips with some acetone after I filed it, but I'm not worried about it. So this is the nude polish that I'm using. It's by, I don't even know this brand name, but it's number 427. And yeah, so we're just gonna do 2 coats on, I think, all the nails. Yeah. So just be very careful, try not to get any on your skin, and once that looks good, I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds and repeat the same thing on all the nails. So I'll be right back after that. By the way, this art is 100% freestyled. I had no idea like what I was doing when I got into this. I knew I wanted like some French tips here and there, and like I wanted the color scheme to be like orange and red, but aside from that, this was all off the top of my head. After curing, I wipe away the tacky layer on all the nails, and and then I'm gonna get my buffer out and I'm gonna buff them just to take the shine away until I figure out what I'm gonna do next. Okay, after wiping that down again, I know I want French tips, so I'm gonna start doing that. I load my favorite liner brush with some white gel polish and start on the thumb. This is a really good technique that I learned. I don't really remember, I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I just start with a line across and then I just like kind of connect it on both sides and then just touch it up here and there to make sure that Frenchie is looking the way it needs to. You know, I'm pretty proud of like my French tips and like how far I've come, especially with like different types of nail art techniques and certain things that I'm confident in that really helped me stand out as a nail tech. So I'm pretty proud of that, and I'm just showing you just all the finalizing, making sure that looks cute. Okay, the French tips, they're eating, okay? And then I cure each one for 90 seconds, make sure that white polish is completely cured. And then I get out my palette here. This one, I will link it down below. So I'm gonna do like a little ombre, kind of like peach ring style. So I want some reds, some oranges in there. And I kind of just do a little gradient. I'm not really too certain like where exactly I want it. So for this one, the orange will be like kind of towards me. And then the red will be like kind of at the end here. And then I blend the two together with pink. I really want like a peach ring type look here, so I like that, and I'm gonna do it on, I think, on all the nails. Yeah, so just blend that in. It's pretty satisfying to watch. Oh yeah, and one of the trick to working with pigment powders is when you're blending them together, make sure your brush is clean so that it doesn't like bleed into each other with like the color. And once I like the way that looks, I seal everything with a thin layer of top coat. And then I decided I wanted to do like cheek nails, so I did a matte top coat on these other ones, and then I'm gonna kind of like ombre it from the middle this time, so the red's kind of be in the middle, and then it kind of blends out towards an orange, so it kind of looks like that. It's like a peach, you know? I really like the way it's looking so far, but I want more, so I'm gonna go in with some chrome, and I think that'll really make this ombre stand out more. This is one of my favorite chrome powders that I use for like literally everything, and then I have this applicator, little silicone tool, and then I just like kind of rub it in there and oh, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, this is what it needed, you know? We just got to take a moment to appreciate just how satisfying it looks now. And then I make sure to seal everything in with a thin layer of top coat again. We could low-key say we're done right here, but I'm extra, so I was looking at for like some peach theme inspo, and I saw these little baby animals hanging onto a peach, and I thought that was so fun. So I couldn't really decide between the cat or the cow, and I wanted to do both, so that's what we're doing. I don't really know how I'm gonna draw this, so I'm kind of wing it with all the colors that look like I'm gonna use. It's kind of pastel, so I mix these base colors with white, and I just get started, you know? So start with a base, like literally just a circle for the little peach. I'm really bad at explaining like how to draw, so I guess you can just watch and then, you know, listen and learn, you know? And I want the cat one to be up here, so I kind of make them both match. And the peaches, it was so fun to draw. It was like drawing little butts, and I just curate each one. And then I actually use the palette again to make it like an ombre. And now I'm going to use this white here to draw the outline for the baby cow. And I just go in with like, kind of like, you know, just the outline, like what I think it will look like. And then boom, you know, transition, right? It actually wasn't that hard, but I was not filming that. So I'm going to do the same thing with the cat. Just little, you know, better transition here. Look at that little guy. He's so small. I can't pick a favorite. They're so cute. And then now I'm going to get started with the 3D flowers. I just had to do some flowers, you know. So I'm just going to use some sculpting gel. And I want 5 petals. So I'm just going to put each blob on. I don't really want to talk about how hard it was to get these on, but after that I kind of pushed the petals down to make it like a flower. Pretty easy process. I think the hardest part is picking up the petals, and then I kind of was thinking like peach blossom, like that's kind of like the vibe I wanted for this nail set. So yeah, I just pat and pull till they look the way I want. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my favorite rhinestone glue, and I'll just let you guys watch the whole process of how I put on my charms. I'll be right back after this. If you guys want to see more videos like this, just let me know down below, and I'll try to, you know, make them fun, entertaining tutorials for you guys. Just let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, filming those big gems was hard enough as it is, so I'm gonna film the smaller ones off camera, and I'll show you the big reveal in 1 second. Okay, you ready? It's not really like too noticeable, but ta-da! We're at the final stage, I promise. Lastly, we just gotta put on some top coat. This is my favorite brand that I like to use, and I just float that all over the gems, trying not to get like the rhinestones. And after curing for 60 seconds, we are done. So tell me what you guys think down below. I love these nails. Everything came out exactly as I envisioned, and I hope you guys like it too. If you have any suggestions on like art or any products you want me to try, just let me know and I'll definitely do my best. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!